Happy Friday morning, everyone. I'm coming at you live from Halliburton, actually, to be more specific, on Conesus Lake. It is a wonderful morning, Friday, April 24th. Super excited. The sun is out. It's a little chilly on the lake, but I'm super, super excited. What if I told you if you committed to 100 appointments in the next 100 days, you would absolutely change the trajectory of your business in 2026? And let's be real, it would change the trajectory of your business for your entire career if you could commit to 100 appointments in the next 100 days. And my question to you is this: would you do it? Would you do it for an extra $250,000? Would you do it for an extra $400,000? Would you do it for an extra $800,000? And the simple answer is yes, you would do it. But the real question is, will you commit to it? Will you commit to these activities for the next 100 days? Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen Kim with Real Broker Ontario, team lead of the Stephen Kim Group. Welcome to another episode of No Agent Left Behind Masterclass. Real results, tactical mastery. And today, this is part two. I'm really excited about part two. And the reason for that is everyone has been waiting for these objection handlers, the next 5 power moves and these objection handlers to get you closer to 100 appointments in the next 100 days. But before I get started, for everyone who tuned in last Friday and joined me on part one of 100 appointments in 100 days, just share with me very quickly in the chat, how many appointments did you book last Friday? Because I asked you, I begged you, I urged that you did not wait until this Friday to start implementing part one's top 5 power moves. So quickly in the chat, just share with me, how many appointments did you book in the past week using these power moves and using part one of 100 in 100? Really excited to see how many appointments as a collective we booked. Let's get right into it. 100 appointments in 100 days. This is part two. This is the advanced section of 100 appointments in 100 days. And I want to say to everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Sedge Park says 2. Yes, and 2. And he's on fire, by the way. Sedge Park is absolutely on fire. So welcome to part 2, 100 appointments in 100 days. This is the advanced section of this training module. Objections, tracking, and scaling. Everything you need to hit 100 appointments. I'm going to do a quick little recap from last Friday. If you missed last Friday's episode, please go back onto our YouTube, watch the episode, take notes. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Take a listen while you're driving. Huge shout out to Jesse Peters, rock star agent out in Manitoba, in the PEG. And he was listening to this in the car, and we just had some great communication back and forth. So last week, we talked about the first 5 power moves out of 10 in total. So we talked about the SOI blitz, calling your entire database in the first 10 days, lead with a market update, and every call with a referral ask or an appointment request. Number 2 is the open house funnel. You got to be hitting open houses like crazy right now. We are in the thick of the spring market, and we are super, super busy. People are out. They want to shop. The days are longer. The weather's a little warmer. People are just in a better mood, so they want to be out there. 2 open houses every weekend. Pre-promote these open houses 72 hours ahead. Make sure there's a sign-in sheet with a value offer and a video text follow-up after 24 hours of their visit. Number 3 is the expired and FSBO attack. Call every single expired and FSBO before 9 a.m. daily. Use the 5-question script. If you missed the 5-question script, go back into part 1 last Friday on YouTube and check it out. Follow up on days 1, 3, 5, 8, 14, and 21. Number 4 is the neighborhood blitz. Own one neighborhood. Door knock 50 homes every Saturday morning. Bring a printed market report. What's recently sold, expired, price change, terminated, everything under contract. Repeat until they know your name. The next one is the 33 touchpoint campaign. The 33 touchpoint campaign. Every contact has 33 touches per year, calls, texts, videos, notes. Automate the easy ones, personalize the important ones, right? So Mother's Day is right around the corner. Every single mom in your database gets a personal Happy Mother's Day message. You want to take it one step further? Maybe you doorknob a tulip, whatever the case may be. Father's Day is also right around the corner, right? So these are the times when we can lean in and make our video messages personal and make sure you're tracking and measuring using programs like BombBomb or Loom. The week at a glance. I got a lot of questions around this, and I continue to get a lot of questions around this. Steve, what does your week look like when it comes to prospecting, lead generating, and appointment setting? Monday, review the CRM, call all hot leads, pull the new expireds and FSBOs, set your weekly goal of 7 appointments. Tuesday to Thursday, 3-hour prospecting windows, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., 50 contacts, one video text, one social post, and make sure I log my numbers, your numbers in your CRM. And on Friday, review weekly numbers and your versus your goal. Send market emails to everyone. Batch 3 videos, 3 handwritten notes to your database and sphere. On Saturday, I'm door knocking in the morning, 50 doors minimum. Host open houses. Make sure I also go live when I'm doing my open house so that people on social media know what I'm doing. This is all about building your brand and familiarity. Follow up with every contact within 24 hours after they visit you at the open house. And on Sunday, rest, prepare, celebrate wins, and reflect. Plan the week ahead. Momentum lives in the margins. I'm going to say that again. Your momentum lives in the margins. So make sure you plan ahead. Really excited. These are the next 5 power moves. Power moves 6 to 10. This is the advanced prospecting strategies that turn a good agent into a great one. And everyone tuning in right now, you know you are an absolute kick-ass great agent. I want you to lean in on these next 5 power moves. Number 1 is the video text follow-up. Send a 30-second personalized video after every single interaction. Yes, after a coffee appointment, after a pop-by, after a drop-in, after a seminar, whatever the case may be, follow up with a video text. We as human beings love hearing our names, the sound of our names. We love hearing our names. Make sure that these are personalized video messages with their name going out to everyone that you've had an interaction with. The target here is this: 15 appointments, right? Follow up, follow through, follow back. These habits build empires. I'll say it again: follow up, follow through, follow back. These are absolutely the habits you need to ingrain in the next 100 days, 100 appointments. Number 1, after every open house, first call, record a quick 30-second video on your phone. After every open house, after every first call, after every event, record a quick 30-second video on your phone, just thanking them for their attendance, for their support, for the time that they shared to come visit you. Number 2, personalize it using their names. Reference something specific they said in your conversation. That is an absolute game changer, right? Whether it's, they brought their a pet to the open house, whether it was their children, whether it was something they shared with you, something that you had in common. Make sure you bring that up in the video text. Number 3, use BombBomb and Loom, programs like this, or even your native camera. Don't ever overthink the production. Authenticity beats polish. I'll say it again. Your authenticity beats polish all day, every single day. Number 4, video converts, we know, 8 times better than text alone. This one move can add 15 appointments over the next 100 days. Something as simple as just a quick video text follow-up absolutely is going to book you at least 15 appointments in the next 100 days. Power move number 7, or power move number 2 for those for part 2 of today, the market seminar event. This is huge. Host a state of the market event at day 30 and at day 70. And the target here is 8 to 10 people per event, right? 8 to 10 people per event. The agent who elevates wins. The agent who sells loses. The agent who elevates and educates wins. The agent who sells loses. It's all about education right now in this market, and especially if you're tuning in from the GTA. Number 1, your events can be virtual or in person. Lately, we have been leaning towards in-person events just because I feel there's a little bit of exhaustion when it comes to online events, Zoom events. So we try to host our events right now in person. So whether that's a first-time home seller seminar, whether that's a downsizing seminar, or first-time home buyer seminar, or first-time real estate investor seminar, we try to do these in person. So we're going to try to invite 50 contacts from the database to each event, and we're hovering around 8 to 10 people to actually showing up. Number 2, just present 10 slides, right? It's got to be 30 to 45 minutes. And on these 10 slides, just talk a little bit about the inventory. What is inventory? People don't know what MOI stands for, months of inventory, and they don't know how it relates to them when it comes to home buying, home selling, or investing. So you got to make sure that the information you give in the event relates to where that client is in their real estate journey. So make sure you touch upon that. What about days on market? What does that mean? What about current price trends? What were future price trends going to be looking like? And what were past price trends doing? What is buyer demand doing right now? And what are interest rates, right? We have a big interest rate announcement next week for those in Canada. Number 3, position yourself as a trusted advisor, not a salesperson. Educate first, sell never. I can't speak to this enough. If there's one thing that I would love to see more agents do, is educating people right? Educating buyers, educating sellers, educating investors, renters, landlords, whatever the case may be. Education right now wins. It really, really does win. And you don't have to know everything. You can actually outsource some of this to your lender, to your title rep, to your home inspector, to an electrician. Just interview them and have them speak about some of the things that home buyers, home sellers, renters should be aware of, right? It doesn't mean you have to know everything, but you should be able to convey what's relevant to a buyer or to a seller in the marketplace by maybe finding the right resource and sharing that. Number 4, the morning after, call every attendee. Based on what we covered, I think now is your time, right? Why not do that? And you may say, well, Steve, that might come across a little salesy. No, if you truly believe right now is the best time in real estate for a tenant to buy, then let them know that and then show them the product. And most importantly, show them the process of how to go about doing that. So one of the things I do with my team is I tell them, I say, every single tenant that you've put into a property, you will call them at the 6-month mark into their tenancy, simply asking them what do they like about their current living situation? What's the one thing you'd like changed? And then literally see if they're open-minded to actually take a look at what the financials look like renting versus owning. Once you show them that, now they have a clear picture of, you know what? It's going to cost me 600 bucks, 700 bucks extra a month to go buy this property. And that is about building equity. You got to show them that journey for them to understand. Power move number 8, the social proof engine. Now, this is an important one, right? Because everyone wants to do more on social media, yet they always have an objection or a reason as to why they're not doing more. The social proof engine. Post every win, milestone, and appointment publicly. I'll say that again. Post every win, milestone, and appointment publicly. And you hear so many social media gurus and whatever being like, nobody cares, nobody cares. It's not that nobody cares. It's about just being top of mind. If all your content is about you just being boastful and it's about, stroking your ego, then I would say don't do this. But if you're doing this for the purpose of educating people to be like, hey, we just got our buyer into a property that at the height of the market, this condo was selling at 761,000 and Angie just put them in for 566,000, saving them almost $200,000 from the peak market. That's a huge win. Buyers would love to know that. Current buyers, future buyers, tenants right now, they would love to know that opportunities like that exist. The target here is 10 inbound appointments. Your personal brand is your greatest business asset. I'll say it again. Your personal brand is your greatest business asset. Invest in it skillfully and daily. Number 1, share every listing, open house, every appointment milestone, 25 appointments in 25 days. I would absolutely love if our community did it together. Hey, you know what? Watch this 100 appointments in 100 days from Stephen Kim, and I'm committing to it today. And literally just do a story and do an update. And for those that don't hit 100 appointments, maybe you only hit 30 appointments in 100 days. And my question to you is this: when was the last time that in 100 days you booked 30 appointments? For most, probably never. But still, it's this level of accountability and authenticity and transparency to be like, I am a business owner. I'm really good at what I do, and I'm going to commit to this activity. Number 2, go behind the scenes, driving to a listing appointment, setting up for an open house, prepping a CMA. People don't know what we do behind the scenes. Right? The general public just sees that, hey, we just throw a for sale sign on, we take some pictures, do some funny videos and whip it up online, and that's it. No, there's so many things that we do behind the scenes. One of my coaching clients with Tom Ferry, Ross, huge shout out to Ross. We did an activity. I said, Ross, I want you to write down all of the things you do for a listing, because I'm going to tell you, you're probably surprised that all of the things you actually do that your sellers don't know you do. And the reason for this is because I want you to show this to your sellers, potential sellers, the next time you're in a listing appointment. Very next coaching call, he's like, hey, coach, I can't believe I do 108 things. I'll say it again. I do 108 things to get my listing ready to go. And that's wild. And wouldn't a homeowner want to know that? And once they know that, they're probably not going to give you the objection of, will you reduce your commission? Number 3, post on Instagram stories. Do this daily. Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, everywhere. One piece of content over 4 platforms. That one piece of content should exist on so many different platforms, right? Number 4, the more visible your momentum. The more visible your momentum, the more your network self-selects to reach out to you. And that's what I mean about this. This is the social engine proof. They just need to see you all the time. So let go of the fact that, oh my gosh, they're going to judge me. They're going to think I'm salesy. They're going to think I'm boastful. Yeah, some of them will. Let's just get through it. Some of them absolutely will. But those are the people that you don't want to work with anyone. Choose the people that choose you. Invest in people that invest in you. If all people are going to do is judge you and whatever and point the finger at you, you don't want to work with them anyways. So social engine proof, let's get it done. Target 10 appointments. The next one, the referral ask system. This was an absolute huge video that I posted a number of weeks ago on how we ask for referrals at many points throughout the buying journey, selling journey, investing journey, and the tenant journey. Go back and watch the video, listen to it in the car. But this was a huge referral system that I've built out over 15 years of being a real estate broker. So ask for referrals from every professional, contact weekly. The target here is 10 appointments. Stop hoping for referrals. Start systematically asking for them. Number one, ask your list, the past clients, your mortgage officers, your loan officers, your title reps, your CPAs, your attorneys, your financial planners, your stagers, your home inspectors, builders. Ask for the referral. Please start doing this. Number two, use this line. Hey, I'm helping 25 families in Toronto this quarter. Know anyone thinking of moving? And remember this one, right? Do you know anyone that tried selling in the last 6 to 12 months that didn't have any success? Would love to have a chat with them. Number three, ask once per week per contact. Rotate your list so nobody feels bombarded, right? So all of your services, all of the services that we work with, are you asking them for referrals as well to build your pipeline? Number four, we know this. Referrals close at 3 times the rate of cold leads. And they cost you nothing but a phone call and maybe a cup of coffee. I'll say it again. Referrals, we know, close at 3 times more than a cold lead. And it costs you nothing but a phone call. The next one, the 5-day follow-up sequence. And we know this. Tom Ferry talks about this. Every real estate guru and coach talks about this. Your fortune is made in your follow-up. Not your money, your fortune. Your fortune is made in your follow-up. Here's a 5-touch sequence that we use to make sure we are in front of our leads all of the time. And the system here is essentially it's CRM automation, right? You can set it and forget it, but you got to spend time setting this. Right? Speed to lead and persistence to close. This is what differentiates an average agent from a superstar agent. Number one, day one, personalized video text. Send them a personalized video text message. Remember, their name is familiarity and something that there was a connection point as well the first time that you met, whether it's a pet, whether it's kids, whether it's a sport you played back in college or university days. Day two, a value email with local market data or a listing, right? A hot listing that just came on the market that you've identified has actually been listed below market value. So this could be a great opportunity. Or what's happening in the market, right? With regards to months of inventory. Are we swinging into a buyer's market? Are we swinging into a seller's market? Are we swinging into a balanced market? And what does that mean for that person wherever they're at in the real estate journey? Day two, or number two, day three is the phone call. Short, friendly, no pitch. That's it. Just checking in. Day five, a social comment and DM with an insight. So go on their social media, post a comment and DM them with an insight. This is a super, super cool hack that we do that people forget that, you know what, most of our clients are on social media, whether it's Facebook or TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, whatever the case may be. Go comment on their stuff, right? And DM them on the side. Day three, number three, this is a big one, the breakup text. I love this one. This is absolutely a huge hack because it works. It works with like the 80% success rate. The breakup text is this. Hey, don't want to keep bothering you. Should I stop reaching out? And it forces them to answer. What's crazy is they could be ghosting you for like months and months, but you will 80% of the time, you'll get a response here. Should I stop reaching out? Yeah or no. But that's where you lean in though. Don't just be like, okay, that's where you can lean in. Right. And one of the things that we do is specifically with our investor clients is if we're sending them great properties, hey, should I stop reaching out? If they're like, yeah, no, no more. Simply the next ask is this. So if we come across an incredible needle in a haystack property, an opportunity, should we not send it your way? And what do they say? No, keep sending it our way. Right. The next question is this. What's the one objection? What's the one obstacle preventing you from putting forth an offer in today's market? What's the one obstacle? What's the one objection preventing you from putting forth an offer today? Ask them what it is and pull out that pain point, and now it's your job to solve the problem. The breakup text alone converts 20 to 35% of cold leads. Build the sequence in your CRM now. And remember, this is all about CRM automation. Scripts and objection handling. This is one of the things that I get asked the most are the objection handlers, right? Agents will text, they'll call, they'll email, they'll DM all of the time. Steve, how do I handle these objections? Whether it's coming from a buyer or a seller or investor or an tenant, and actually a lot more this year from agents. So I'm getting a lot of messages from agents being like, "Hey, Steve, I'm in the middle of an offer. I'm doing this on a listing or whatever the case may be. How do I coach the other agent? How do I go through this objection with the other agent?" This is the expired. Let me just do this so we can see a little bit better. The expired listing. Use when calling homeowners whose listing recently came off the market. Okay. Call or you can knock, right? Hey, I'm looking for Jenny. Hi, I'm Steve with Real Brokerage. I noticed your home came off the market recently. I'll say it again. Hi, I'm looking for Jenny. Hi, Jenny. I'm Steve with Real Broker Ontario. I noticed your home came off the market recently. Now, I want you to go one step further with this. And this is a big one. This is a big one. So pay attention to this. Hey, Jenny, share with me, what's the one thing you would have liked to have seen differently in the listing process of your home that you believe would have got your home sold? Hey, Jenny, share with me, what's the one thing you'd like to see differently when your home was listed that you believe could have got your home sold? They're literally going to tell you the one thing, the greatest pain point in the listing process that they believe could have got their home sold. Hey, you know what, Jenny? That's actually one of the things that we have built out in a complete standard operating procedure or a system around. Do you got a minute? Because I'd love to pop by and just share it with you. What a win. What a hack. Tell me right now that that does not work. That is a huge hack. And we talked briefly about this, the breakup text, right? We send this on day 8 of the follow-up sequence, right? So, hey, name, reach out a few times and haven't heard back. Totally understand life gets busy. Should I stop messaging you? Simple as that. You're going to get a yes or no response. So there are 2 scripts right now, one for expired and FSBOs and another one for the breakup text, maybe a lead that's been ghosting you, that you can implement right now. Objection handlings. There are 4 objections most common to this market that I'm going to break down right now. I'm going to knock it right out of the park. Number 1 is I need to think about it. How many sellers, how many buyers do we hear about this? I need to think about it. Absolutely. What specifically would you like to think through? How many agents are like, yeah, I totally get it. Totally get it. No worries. Hey, you know what? When the time's right, you reach out to me or I'll follow up with you. That is terrible. Ask them, what is it specifically that you need to think through? You as an agent, we get paid to solve problems. If you haven't identified the problem, you're not getting paid. It's as simple as that. How we handle it. Here's a 4-step approach on how we handle this objection. Number 1 is this: never argue or push back. Validate their instinct to pause. It shows them they're taking it seriously. It shows you're taking this and it seriously. Number 2, narrow it down. Most people I ask that have one of 2 concerns: is it timing or price? Which one is it for you? And that's typically what it is. And we know this. We know this. It's timing or price. Which one is it for you? Number 3, listen then solve. Once they name the real concern, you can actually address it. Vague objections die when you make them specific. I can't say that enough. Vague objections die when you make them specific. And number 4, if they still stall, what would need to be true for you to feel confident moving forward? Then stop talking. What would need to be true for you to feel confident moving forward? Tell me, what's the one thing that you need to feel confident moving forward? Whether it's to list this house, whether it's to put forth an offer, whether it's to buy an investment property, we stop talking and we listen to what it is. You got to remove the vague objection, get them to be specific, to then solve the problem, to then move them forward. The next objection, we're going to wait until the market gets better. Yes, how many times have we heard this before, right? This is the data redirect technique, I completely understand and I respect that. Can I share something with you? Here's the 4-step approach on how to handle it. Number 1 is validate it. Never tell them they're wrong. Start with empathy. It keeps the door open. Sedge Park is a master at this. Agents that have a high level of empathy absolutely dominate real estate sales. Number 2, reframe with data, right? This is whole Sharon Srivatsa's concept of proof over promise. Don't promise them, prove it. Sellers who wait are often competing against more inventory and higher buyer hesitancy. The window you have right now is actually very strong. And let me share with you why, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, right? I know speaking with a couple of my team members, right, on last week's huddle, training huddle, was this. There's a phrase in real estate. It's called beating the market to the bottom. Beating the market to the bottom, right? So if you're a homeowner that's maybe in a position where you need to sell in the next 3 months, but you're kind of trying to time the market, depending on the product you have and the location you're at, you're trying to beat the market before it hits the bottom. And now you got to show that seller that, this is what the last 90 days did. This is what the next 90 days most likely are going to do, with the fact that there is a lot of inventory coming to the market, a lot of terminations, a lot of price changes, a lot of expireds. You got to show them the data. Number 3, make it visual. Can I show you what waiting has cost sellers in our market over the last 6 months? It's a 2-minute conversation, and it might change how you're thinking about the timing. Number 4, plant the seed. Even if they say no today, you've introduced doubt about waiting, right? I call it on my team planting the seeds of doubt. That's all it is, planting the seeds of doubt. But that doubt books future appointments. If you can plant a seed of doubt, that doubt will book future appointments. Objection number 3, I'm already working with an agent. This is the loyalty and comparison technique. How many times, and I have a few of my team members on right now, how many times have we worked through this? It's what, during an open house, buyers know to say, hey, I'm working with an agent. That's like when you go shopping and a sales associate says, hey, what can I help with you? Nope, just looking. That's what buyers do coming into your open house. No, have an agent, so that they don't get bothered because they know you haven't given them any value. So this isn't about trying to get someone, a buyer or a client, who is already under contract, but ultimately this is the loyalty and comparison technique, because I know this. Most buyers agents struggle. I'll say it again. Most buyers agents struggle with having their buyer sign a BRA from the beginning of that relationship. If you're a buyer, if you're an agent, and you do not have a BRA, and your buyer comes into one of our open houses, I will sign them as a buyer. I'll tell you that right now. So we got to get better at delivering value when it comes to having our clients sign the BRA. Because if not, the buyers who you thought were working with you are going to find loyalty with someone else. Number 1, honor the relationship. Don't ever trash the other agent. We never do that. Respect signals confidence and professionalism. That is huge. Can we all do this as a collective, as an industry? Let's not trash others, right? Let's respect one another, right? It's about collaboration, not just competition. Number 2, ask the key question. Quick question. When does your agreement with them expire? Right? I just want to know, right? Number 3, plant your flag. I'd love to share what I do differently, what we do differently, so you have a real comparison when that time comes. No pressure, no pitch, just some information. Would you be open? Number 4, stay in touch. Add them to your CRM as a warm lead. Follow up 2 weeks before their agreement ends. Timing is everything. Now, those agents, right, that might look at this and be like, it's a little bit of a slippery slope. It is if they're under contract. If they're under contract, you do not communicate with them. I'll say that again. If this client is already under contract with another agent, you do not communicate with them at all. At all. I would communicate with them after I know when their agreement expires. I would communicate with them a day or 2 after that agreement expires, just to check in to see how things are coming along. This is a big one. We're not ready yet. How many times have we heard this? We're just not ready yet. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. The define ready technique. This is what I call the define ready technique. No problem at all. I completely understand. And here's the 4-step approach of how to handle it. Number 1 is remove all pressure. The moment they feel safe, they open up. Don't chase, invite. This is every single relationship. Me as a dad, this is like fatherhood, right? When your kids feel safe, when your partner feels safe, when your friends, when your team, when your teammates feel safe, they open up. They open up. And when they open up, because you've created this environment or this atmosphere, it invites them to share more. Number 2, ask the defining question. Can I ask, what would need to be true for you to feel ready? This is huge. Can I ask, pause, what would need to be true for you to feel ready? That's exactly how I deliver it too. Can I ask, what would need to be true for you to feel ready? You'll notice my tonality came down. I spoke a little bit softer, and I lean in with the person, letting them know that they have support and comfort in their corner. I want to make sure when we do talk, I have exactly the right information for your situation. Number 3, set a future touch point. Well, hey, would it be okay if I checked in back with you, a week, 2 weeks, 30, 60, 90 days later, I'll put together a market update specific to your neighborhood so you know exactly what's going on. Because the last thing I want is for you to miss a beat. Number 4 is log and follow. Set the CRM reminder immediately. Hey, not ready yet? With a follow-up date is a warm lead, not a lost one. This is important, right? Set this set this client, set this touch point, set this lead in the CRM, set them up, and just as a friendly reminder, right? As a warm lead, not a lost one. Your daily scorecard, I want it to look something like this, right? Sharon's rule, what gets measured gets managed. What gets celebrated gets repeated. I'll say it again. Here's my friend Sharon Srivatsa. What gets measured gets managed. What gets celebrated gets repeated, right? So the metric is this: contacts attempted. Daily target is 30 to 50. Why it matters? The raw fuel. No contacts equals no pipeline. The next one, the next metric are real conversations. The daily target, 10 to 15 conversations a day for the next 100 days. Why it matters is depth beat volume. Listen twice, talk once. This is why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. I'll say it again. This is why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you talk. Appointments booked, the metric. The daily target is 1. Why it matters? This is your North Star. This is the only number that pays you. And for my early mentor in his 80s, my first day of real estate, simply said to me, he's like, Steve, if you haven't booked 1 appointment daily, you haven't worked a day in real estate. And still to this day, 15 and a half years in real estate, it still rings true to me. The next metric is follow-ups sent. The daily target is 5 to 10 follow-ups sent, whether it's through a personalized video, which is always done through personalized video, right? Why it matters, 80% of deals are won in the follow-up. Track every touch. Remember, your fortune is made in the follow-up. The next metric is content posted. The daily target should be 1, and it doesn't have to be a curated post. It has to be authentic and just genuine. It could be a story. It could be a live. What I'm doing right now, this is YouTube Live. Hear all the ums and the ahs and me fumbling over my words. Who cares? Because the content, I'm trying to help, I'm trying to educate, and that's what people come here for. The metric, why it matters, is 1 post per day. Your brand compounds daily. This is the whole Ryan Serhant technique. Your brand is everything. Your personal brand is everything. The next metric, last metric, is the appointment running total. Daily target is the running total of appointments, right? If I started last Friday, right, I'm 7 days into 100 days. I have 93 days left, and I'm hopefully booking 1 appointment every single day. Why it matters. Fill this in. Watch it grow. Share it publicly. Please do that. Your daily scorecard is that. When the machine is working, pour fuel onto it, right? So adding a team member, maybe you're going to add an ISA, maybe you're going to add another VA, a marketing manager, a buyer specialist, a team member. Add fuel. When you're consistently hitting 1 appointment a day, it's time to hire support. Right? It's time to hire support. So I'll just share, Sedge Park, top producing agent on the team. He's like running a mile a minute. We have an incredible VA. And I said, hey, Sedge, you know what? Every morning, the VA is going to support you for a few hours, right? To help and support him as he's running. Double your farm. Once you own 1 neighborhood, expand to a second. Same system, same scripts, new territory. Your brand compounds street by street. Absolutely do this. Go paid on social, and be careful on this. This isn't just boosting whatever, right? But boost your best performing market update videos with just maybe $5 to $10 in ad spend per day. Target homeowners within a 5-mile radius. Inbound leads are the best leads. Now, market update videos that are relevant to that person in that market, not a blanket market update video that no one really cares about, but something specific to this community, to this product, what's shifting, happening in the market, or maybe do a boosted post inviting people in this community, homeowners, for a first-time home selling seminar. The last one, host quarterly client events. A client appreciation event is an appointment factory in disguise. It is. We crush our Christmas events. Massive, massive success on our Christmas events, right? Huge shout out to Sarah Canoza, our ops manager. She absolutely knocks these out of the park, right? And we have a pickleball event coming up in the next few months. These are appointment factories in disguise. Right? We try to target, a Christmas events, a couple hundred, or like over 100 people. The pickleball will be about 50 to 70 people, right? 10 referral conversations. So if you've come and you've hosted, or you've been to one of our client events, right? I mean, I don't know if any of my clients would ever watch these videos. I always ask for the referral. I always am asking you for the referral. And this should be about 3 to 5 new appointments within 2 weeks. I'm going to end with this: the advanced mindset, beliefs that close the gap. Number one. Rejection is redirection. Rejection is redirection. We hear that all the time. Every no gets you closer to a yes. The agent who makes the most calls also gets the most rejections and the most appointments. Volume is your friend. I can't stress this enough. The agent who makes the most calls also gets the most rejections, obviously, and also the most appointments, obviously. Volume is your friend. Number two, I follow up with when others give up. You follow up when others give up. The gap is your competitive advantage. Most agents stop at 2 touches. You got to go to 8 to 12 minimum. The fortune is always in the follow up, always. And last is my brand is always on. You're always on. Your brand is always on. Every conversation at the grocery store, the school, a dinner party, it's a potential client. Be memorable, be genuinely helpful, be unforgettable. And when I was building out this presentation, I thought about every single agent on my team. Sedge Park, Angie Han, Andrew Mercado, now Jenny Namaha, soon to be Ron Elaine. They're memorable. They're genuinely helpful. And because of this, they become unforgettable. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone for tuning in for part 2, our advanced 100 and 100. If you haven't already, find an accountability partner that can support you in the next 100 appointments in 100 days. Do the quick math. And we know that this is going to generate hundreds of thousands of extra GCI dollars for you. But more important than that, it's going to help you to educate and to help clients, renters, investors, sellers, landlords who are struggling in today's market. Your goal is to educate, never sell. And when you do that, you begin to dominate the market. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone has a great weekend. You know the drill. Be great, be kind, everyone. And do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, next Friday, let's continue to build out our community and share these links with another colleague who you think would find great benefit in tuning into this. Have a great one, everyone. Peace.